Ja, ja, alles klar. Die Deutschen sind wunderbar. Germany are back into the World Cup action. This time, though, taking on Paraguay for a place in the round of 16. Will they get it done? We're going to take a little look next. That's right, once again, another video. Stay particular with the match day. What was it? Round of 32 game between Germany and Paraguay for a place in the round of 16. Of course, Germany, multiple winners. Paraguay, happy to be here. But of course, they are going to give themselves a game, though. This matchup, of course, coming at you very, very soon. We'll talk about that and much more in a second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe. You want to subscribe for Blackburn Rovers World Cup previews, and we're previewing this one right here, right now. But can we get 80 likes for this video? Like for each and every one of the nations that took part. That's the 48 likes, plus another 32 for the nations that are still here, including these two. That's right, it's Germany, it's Paraguay. It's coming to you over in Foxborough, Massachusetts on the 29th of June, which is just around the corner. Of course, Germany on the back of a defeat, losing to another South American nation, this time Ecuador. As for Paraguay, on the back of a draw, of course, picking up from their early defeat in this World Cup against the US of A. But let's take a look at how Germany got to this World Cup. Of course, they qualified as UEFA Group A winners, securing their passageway on the 17th of November 2025. They've been here 21 times in the past in all shapes and all sizes. Of course, their last was in 2022. They won it 4 times, back in 54, 74, 1990, and 2014. They're managed by Julian Nagelsmann, with the captain being Joshua Kimmich. VIP, Jamal Musiala, and of course, they're ranked 10th in the world rankings at the moment. I did anticipate them to get to the quarterfinals on this World Cup, and I'm still going to stand by that. It's going to be a tricky old passageway if they are to do that, and I'll showcase you what I mean in a minute. But these are the personnel that are going to be called upon to get it done. I've not been convinced by Manuel Neuer between the sticks as a German here. I would like to see maybe someone else coming in and deputising. He's conceded in each and every one of the games he's played so far, so not great. Meanwhile, at the back line, some injuries as well. Nico Schlotterbeck is no longer available. He is out. Nathaniel Brown is questionable. We'll see if he's involved. But Rudiger, Jonathan Tah likely to be in the starting squad here. Joshua Kimmich as well. Goretzka, Nementia, Vladimir Wirtz, Pascal Gross. Up top, the likes of Nick Noltemade, Dennis Undav. But of course, Kai Havertz been in amongst the goals. This is what I'm anticipating here. Something along these lines with Neuer, Raum, Rudiger, Tah, and Kimmich. Of course, Raum coming in there for Brown last time. But I think his position is up for grabs. I think Pavlovic is also up for grabs. Nementia will start. Wirtz, Musiala, Sane also questionable, and Havertz as well. So a couple of little headaches to factor into this World Cup selection for Germany. But of course, they did finish their group top of the pops. There's 6 points out of possible 9. They did slip up, though, against Ecuador, who, of course, were fighting to the bitter end to secure their passageway. We also said goodbye to Curacao from this group, but also the Ivory Coast made it through to the next round as well. As for their opposition, Paraguay coming at you as Cohen Bale 6th place finishers, and they secured the bag on the 4th of September 2025. This is their 9th tournament. 2010 was their last. They did make it to the quarterfinals back in 2010, but they got Gustavo Alfaro in charge, Gustavo Gomez the captain, and Miguel Almiron, their VRP. They're ranked 40th in the world rankings at the moment for FIFA. Yes, of course, and we're going to look at the skies here for these guys. Likelihood of Orlando Gil between the sticks into the defensive ranks. Omar Aldarate, Juan Jose Casares, Fabian Balbuna as well. Into midfield, like I said, Miguel Almiron should return. Damian Bobadilla as well, expected to start up top, like Julio Enciso, Antonio Sariba, and Alex Arque also trying to get into the starting 11 for Paraguay. The expected squad could be a 5-3-2 here, with Gil between the sticks, made on the left-hand side, Caceres on the right, Aldarate, Gomez, and Valaquez in the middle of defense. Galarasa, Almiron, Bobadilla in the midfield, with Enciso and Alvaros up top. That's what I'm expecting from Paraguay in a 5-3-2 formation. But of course, they're looking to build upon their 3rd place finish in Group D, behind Australia, behind the USA, and of course ahead of Turkey. Everybody got that, besides USA, got that takeaway victory with Turkey to give them enough points to secure passageway into the round of 32. Now, these two nations have played each other a couple of times, according to my data. It's been 1 win for Germany and 1 draw. If it goes to a draw, guys, then guess what? Paraguay have a chance in this game. But the squad doesn't think so. 153 million for the Paraguay squad, compared to 947 million for that of Germany. And 23 of the 26 players on the books for Paraguay play outside of the Paraguayan football pyramid. As for Germany, just 7 of the 26 play outside of German football here. 69% is the win index favouring Germany. 19 is the draw. We've got 12% for Paraguay on this one. That's the money index, the public index is you guys. 87% believe Germany will win this game. 13% are backing Paraguay to take it to the house. What about me? Well, I'll tell you.
Somebody at the door. Oh my. Who could it be? Wow. 2 packages from Fanatics. Unbelievable.
Thanks again, Fanatics, for hooking me up with these lovely looking shirts. Each and every one of these and much more are available at the Black Overseas storefront. Link should have been at the bottom of the screen there, also in the description down below. But back to you, Dirk, at the studio. In a second, I just want to showcase you the live bracket right here, right now. Of course, with Germany and Paraguay, top of the shop here in the round of 32. The winner of this, though, does look like they're going to have a difficult passageway. These games are scheduled. They're nailed down. There's no fluctuation here. There's going to be these games. In fact, this corner of the bracket is also secured here. So Germany will take on Paraguay. The winner will take on France or Sweden. Most likely going to be France, you would imagine. And then, of course, likely meet up in the quarterfinals with either the Dutch or the Moroccans, depending on what goes on there. But that part of the bracket is set in stone. But of course, we've got to get there next. So what about me on this one? Well, of course, my loyalties lie with the home side here. That is Germany. I think they were crap, ghastly against Ecuador. But I'm hoping this, because that can't be the last. You know, that last performance has left a real bitter taste in my mouth. I do think Germany can turn it on. I don't think we've actually seen them turn it on. The Curacao victory being one thing. The Ivory Coast shake-up was awkward. And the Ecuador one hasn't given me the belief that we are there yet. I do think, though, we'll get it right this time around. And I think we'll get a good performance. I'm going to go with a 3-0 win for Germany to take 3 points. Well, not 3 points, but take the win and move on to the round of 16. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. That, of course, is my prediction. Let me know yours, of course, in the comments. The best and the worst will be featured in the review show when, of course, we come back to talk about this result. Of course, if you want to look at some other predictions made by myself at the channel, we've got the cat prediction. We've also got the ones made by a bunch of ping pong balls. Make sure you check those out as well. Link should be on the screen right about now. But until then, subscribe, smash the like. Catch you later. We're done.